BitBoy Crypto Morning TA. Morning, everybody. It's Friday, July 2nd, 2021. And this is your Morning TA. A brief window into the crypto markets to see where the sun's shining and the wind's blowing. I wanted to quickly take a look at the hourly chart. I know what you're thinking. MattyB, you never look at the hourly chart, and you're right. I find it gives me too much information sometimes, information I don't necessarily need. It's kind of like asking your neighbor, how was your day? And I'm saying, not bad. And then he goes on, but you know, my job sucks, and I'm in a new mud runner event this weekend at the lake, and my kid didn't pass his driver's license, and I'm like, I just wanted to know how your day was. But take a look at how tight the price action was. It's basically a $900 chop suey all day long. And right now the gold bugs are saying $900 chop suey channel. Well, I'd give me firstborn to have one of those. Anyways, makes me think the water in the kettle's about to boil, kiddies. And just in time for the weekend. You know what question people never ask me is? They say, MattyB, is there any statistical percentages of proven accuracy when it comes to technical analysis? Like, does it have quantifiable odds per se? The quick answer is no. Because one chart pattern does not high probability make. Don't you dare bring Shakespeare into this. Now, in order to increase my probability, I look for what my old man calls a confluence of events. Simply put, I like to see 4 bullish or bearish signals in a chart to achieve what I call 80% confirmation. Let's refer to that as a quadzilla. You see, technical analysis is all about probability and likelihoods, not guarantees. Some things will work more often than not. Sometimes it won't work at all. But if you can identify a quadzilla, you're 4xing your confirmation. There's also certain combinations or concessions I'll make. For instance, if there's 3 signals or patterns in one big fundamental bullish news, that will also give me a quadzilla. But if I start 50-50ing TA in fundamentals, I consider myself pot committed with possibly a weak hand. Now, does it depend on the fundamentals? Of course. Do I wear these camo shorts every day? Yes, I do. They have great utility. I can put an iPhone in it, one pocket, keys in another pocket, my ID. I can put my kid's water bottle when he doesn't want to carry it, even though we agreed that he has to carry it. Now, is that a poker reference I snuck in there too? Yeah, it was. I find there's a lot of similarities between playing poker and technical analysis. For instance, in poker, you can start with a strong hand, say pocket kings. And at this point, you're just trying to not show how giddy and excited you are about your hand. Now, if you bet strongly pre-flop and someone calls or even raises, that's confirmation that perhaps maybe you don't have the strongest hand. So let's take a look at that 3-drink minimum we discussed on Tuesday. It had a high probability based on historical outcomes to break upwards. Now, my second confirmation would be if price action broke through that 20-week moving average. But it didn't. So at this point, I don't look for any other confirmations. I disregard the pattern, the 3-drink minimum, and I fold my pocket kings. Because I don't want to get pot committed with a potentially weak hand, and I just wait for the next round or setup. Because setups and patterns are like buses. You miss one, there's always another one coming. It's patience, my friends. Patience. Now, the reason a quadzilla has a combined confirmation of 80 and not 100 is that there can always be black swan fundamentals that can rock your world. Like, imagine this. A billionaire on a toilet, and he egads makes a tweet. Or what if they decide to pull the trigger on the planned demolition of the U.S. stock market? Now, planned demolition or not, the stock market, like everything else, will one day die. Every dog has its day, and I think a dog is a perfect anthropomorphism of the stock market. Or maybe a pig is. Yeah, a pig. Let's imagine the stock market as a pig. Every pig dies, whether it's of natural causes or if it's intentionally sent to the slaughterhouse. Either way, it'll have a negative, albeit temporary or transitory, effect on the Bitcoin market as well. Well, buckle up, kiddies. It's the weekend, and we know Bitcoin loves to party. It reminds me of my good old days, where I like to party all weekend long. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday, even Sunday night sometimes, yeah. But those days are over. Now I spend my weekends checking the charts on my phone every 5 minutes. No, I don't. Yeah, I do. No, I don't. I'm just joking. Yeah, I do. Anyways, remember, we're playing the same game as our psychopathic elected elites. That's the long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic weekend. And because it's Friday, I thought I would give you the opportunity of singing the jingle. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. A little pitchy, but still good.